Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Today is Thursday, January 16th, 2020. And I come to you all to let you all know that I had a I believe that it is a prophetic dream that God gave me 5 o'clock this morning. Okay. A little bit of background of myself before I start the dream. I live in Florida, and I've been living in Florida mostly my whole entire life. I only lived in Georgia for about 2 years. And I am 32 years old. And again, I've been in Florida. I lived in Miami, born and raised in Miami, and now I'm here in the Orlando region. Been here for about almost 8 years now. So all right, let's get to this dream. Now, the reason why I'm telling you all my background and where I live is because this dream that I had was specifically for New York City. And I didn't go to sleep last night, and I don't think about New York City, but last night I had a dream of a terrorist attack on New York City. So in this dream, I was living with me. It was me, my mom, and my youngest son. We were living in these high-rise condos. The condos, the windows were floor-to-ceiling windows, the views. And I remember in this dream, it was at night. And I stepped outside for a brief moment. But when I stepped outside, I noticed missiles. Coming down on the earth, or New York City. And I remember in the dream, I saw it as little rockets. And when these missiles hit, when it actually land and hit, it looks like those fireworks. Do you guys know those fireworks that the kids hold on 4th of July and they hand the sparkle? I think it's called sparkle. Well, when the missile hit, it was like sparkle. And it touched me on my right arm. It hit me on my right arm, but it didn't hurt. It was more of a sting because it didn't hit me. Now, if I would have got hit directly, I probably would have been dead. But it just hit me. It just stung me a little bit. I got a little piece of the hit, and it did sting on my right arm. So I was like, oh my God, it was a lot of them. Like, it was so many of them, and I knew automatically this was a terrorist attack. So I went in the house, and I told my mom, I said, Mom, I told her what I saw outside. And we looked out the window. My youngest son, he was in a room sleep. He's only 3 years old. He was in a room sleeping. And me and my mom went and looked out the window, and we see these planes throwing missiles on New York City. And the planes were low. It was eye level to my condo. And we all know that planes are high. Like, they go all the way high up to the clouds. But I was in this high-rise building. So the plane was still kind of low. I know that the plane was low, even though I was in a high-rise building, because the planes are usually supposed to be higher than what they are. So anyway, we're looking out the window, and we're watching these missiles hit, and we're scared, and we're panicking. And I told her, let's close all of all of our curtains are open. Remember, we have floor to ceiling window views in this condo. And I said, close the curtains, cut off all the lights. They can see us. They will attack us. So we went closing the curtains and cutting off the lights. And right before we got to the last curtain, we saw an American plane. I don't know which airline it was. I don't know, but I do know in the dream that it was an American plane. And this American plane was trying to land. But you know, when they go, before they actually land, they go like lower and a little bit lower. Like when you're on the plane, you can feel the plane just drop a little bit because they're lowering. So this plane was lower towards eye level of the condo that I live in, and I can actually see the plane right out the window. And I see the terrorist plane coming right at it. And I knew that they were gonna, the terrorist plane was going to hit that American plane. And I'm pretty sure it had hundreds of people on that plane. But it hit the plane and said boom. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm thinking to myself, this cannot be happening right now. Like, this is really happening now. And I remember telling my mom, I said, this is the reason why I didn't want to move to New York City. This is the reason why I don't want to move here, because so many terrorists, a lot of people come to do these terrorist attacks here. I don't even know why I said that in my dream. I don't know what made me say that. In real life, I've only been in New York City once, and that was back in 2016 when I was on vacation. And I never even really thought about moving to New York. I live in Florida my whole life. The only place I ever said that I would ever move to would probably be Texas, or just stay here in Florida. So I don't even know why in my dream I was telling my mom, like, this is the reason why I don't want to live here, because the terrorists will come to attack New York. That's what I was telling my mom in a dream. And I'm like, listen, we got to get out of New York. So I then said, let's go to the hallway. And I said, let's go in the hallway. It's safe in the hallway. So we end up going to inside the hallway. And we was like, it's safe here. So I said, Mom, we got to pray. I got down on my hands and knees and I started to pray. I started to pray for protection for me, my mom, and my son. And I prayed in Jesus' name. I prayed in Jesus' name. And then I woke up. When I woke up, it was anywhere from 5:55 to 5:57 in the morning. It could have been either 5:55, 5:56, or 5:57. And I woke up in tears. And I woke up with, remember that pain, remember when I said that sparkle, well, the missile kind of hit me in my right arm. When I woke up, I still felt that pain in my right arm. When I woke up, I still felt that missile, that pain, the stinginess that I felt was still in my arm even when I woke up. And I'm like, oh my God. So this is what I'm telling y'all. And I believe that this is definitely a prophetic dream. And I believe God is warning New York City. Okay. I don't know if this is going to happen 2020. I don't know if this is going to happen in 5 years, 10 years from now. You have to pray and put God first. Because it's crazy. At the end of my dream, when all this was coming, I got down on my hands and knees to pray for protection. And I think God is telling me that you all will need to be prepared and do the same thing when this event happens. And we need to pray that this event doesn't happen. But if this event does happen, guys, I'm telling you, pray for protection. Get on your knees and pray and scream out to God for protection in Jesus' name. I'm telling y'all. And I think that God gave me this dream to let y'all know, for the people who live in New York. And I do, and I'm saying New York because the dream was in New York City. I was actually living in New York. And by me even saying this is the reason why I don't want to live in New York, like everything was pointing to New York City. So if you're watching this video and you live in New York City, or if you're watching this video, you have family in New York City or friends or whatever, I need for y'all to tell the people who live in New York City and the people who already live in New York City, pray, put God first, and pray for protection, and He will protect you. I think because my dream ended and I just woke up, my dream ended with me praying. So I think that He is telling y'all to, when this event happens, or if this event happens, remember to pray. Remember to pray. So I just wanted to put the video out there and share this video with families, friends, co-workers. Just share this video. And God bless you all. I love you all. Take care.